everybody's fantastic. I'm Jenny Q, and I'm Willie, and we're here to bring you another episode of Stories and Stuff. That's right. This week, our theme is Stories on the Spot. In fact, we sent out an invitation for you guys to drop us some messages and give us some ideas of your favorite places, foods, peoples, activities, all those cool things. Yes, we did. And it's still out on the Facebook, and I think it's out in a few other platforms. So if you have any ideas, anytime this week, drop us an idea, and we will try and incorporate what you share with us in our Stories on the Spot. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. It is going to be so much fun. So if this is your first time here, welcome. If this is the first video you've ever seen, welcome. If you're back, thanks for coming back. We are always happy to see you. So this is just a very short little segment that we do 3 days a week, every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's right, every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And so let's just get to it. So I am a writer and author, and Willie is an adventurer. That's right. And so we often meet and get to do all sorts of cool things and meet all sorts of great people. And that includes, since we started doing Stories and Stuff, we've explored stories with what kind of characters? Oh gosh, there's been so many. There was Humpty Dumpty and Miss Muffet, and who else? Oh, and then we've got Daphne and Apollo and Narcissus and Echo and Zeus and Hera. We did mythology last week. Yes, we did do mythology last week. We did, didn't we? Absolutely. And we've met all sorts of cool friends. We have our friends in all places that are near us, like in Guelph or Kitchener. And we even have friends in Quebec and Australia and all across the world. Yes, we do. And so we might incorporate some of those folks in our story today. So one of the things that happens sometimes when you're a storyteller and you're a story creator, which we all are actually, you're a story creator too, sometimes you lose ideas or you don't know how to come up with ideas. So today, for Stories on the Spot, we're going to use a tool I use. A tool like a hammer? Well, not a hammer. A saw? No, not a saw. A drill. We're going to use a drill. No, we're not going to use a drill. We're going to use something I call story cubes. Well, I don't call it story cubes. They are story cubes. That sounds very interesting. I want to learn. Okay, so story cubes basically are cubes. Here, I'll show you. They're cubes, and they have different images on them. And they're all images, no numbers, no letters. And what you do is you pick how many you want, and you roll them, and then you get images, and then you build a story around the images. Does that sound like fun? Yeah, that sounds really good. Okay, so very nervous. I get very nervous for you guys when I don't have anything prepared. This is very on the spot and spontaneous. So I'm going to take my little box, and Willie's going to, don't do this at home, kids, okay? Don't put a box in your mouth, but Willie's going to help me by holding the box in his mouth. So don't do this at home. Don't do as Willie does, okay? It's okay. Okay, thank you, Willie. Okay, so we're going to pick 3 dice. There are 9 dice in the set, and I'm going to roll them. And we're going to see what they are. Let's take a look. Can you guys see those? Let's see. Can you see those? Oh my gosh. It's a cane, the Earth, the planet Earth, and a tree. Those are 3 really great cubes. So let's see if we can do a really quick story. So let's start with a cane. Let's start with the cane. You want to start the story? Yeah, okay. Once upon a time, in a land not so far away called London, Ontario, there was a great man named Adam, and he was a motorcycle dude. Was he? Yeah, he was tough, and he was stubborn, and he was funny. And what happened one day is he fell off his bike. Oh no! Yes, and so he hurt his ankle. And so he had to get a cane so he could walk around. He was not a happy guy about that. No, he would not be a happy guy about that, I don't think. Okay, Jenny, it's your turn. Grab another cube. Okay, grab another cube. So we have Adam, who's stumbling around with a cane, and the cube I've picked is the Earth. So now, let's see. part of the reason Adam was so upset about having the cane is because he couldn't travel the earth like he wanted to. He wanted to go around the entire world on his motorcycle, and it was very devastating for him, and he had no idea what to do until a friend of his, Susan McBride, who is a storyteller, came along and suggested that perhaps he could imagine some really great questions on how he could problem solve. Yeah, like, how else can I travel other than my motorbike? That's right. And so who came along? Nadine. That's right. Nadine came along and she said, guess what, guys? And they said, what? I have a magic carpet. She has a magic carpet? Yes, she has a magic carpet. Just like Aladdin. Ooh, that's another amazing story. So Nadine comes along and she brings the magic carpet. Now let's see what the last cube is. Oh, it's the tree. There's a tree in our story. So then Nadine says, now that there's a problem though, my magic carpet's stuck up in the tree on the very, very top branches. At the very, very top branches? Yes, at the very, very top branches. Well, Nadine wasn't tall enough to go get the carpet. Adam was in no shape to go get the carpet because he had hurt his ankle and he was using his cane. So what did they do? Who could they call on? Well, do you remember Norm? Yeah, Norm Zed from Guelph. Kitchener. I think he's from Kitchener. He's a musician. And so he brought his magic guitar. Yes, he did. And so what did he do? He sat at the bottom of the tree and he grabbed his guitar and he started to play. And he played and he played and he made up a song. And the carpet started to dance. It did it? And it floated down, 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 down. And it went to see Nadine first because it was her carpet. That's right. And so Nadine petted her carpet on the tassels and said, oh, that's such a good carpet. I want you to help out my friend Adam who wants to go around the world. Do you think you can help him? And well, carpets don't have mouths, so it didn't say anything. It just kind of nodded yes as best as it could, as a carpet can do. And it made little steps. And Adam slipped up onto the carpet. Nadine and Norm all slipped up onto the carpet. And they flew around the world. And they went to Australia and Italy and Spain and Canada, and North America is a continent. They did all of North America. Yes, they did. And they went to, where else? Africa, and they went to Europe. They were all over the place, and then they came home. And when they finished, they all got off the carpet. Adam thanked his friends, and he looked at the cane, which started the entire story, and he said, you know what? It's been great having this cane. Without this cane, I never would have had this adventure. Thank you, cane, for bringing these friends into my life, and thank you for the adventure of a carpet ride. Otherwise, I'd just be riding my motorcycle. Okay, guys, it's not the best story, but it's an on the spot, and it needs to be short because Stories and Stuff is a short little segment. So that's our story today. The Magic Carpet Ride with Adam, Nadine, and Norm. Thank you guys for giving us shout outs in the last couple of weeks, which is why we picked on you today. I have some stuff for today. Yes, I know. We, as I said, we put out the invite for you guys to give us informations or suggestions and things that you love. And we had a new friend. Yeah, her name's Alicia. Alicia suggested basketball. She loves basketball. She's missing basketball right now. And so we did a little bit of research. Yeah, we did. And we have some information and some trivia, and that's our stuff for Stories and Stuff today. Do you want to share? Yeah. Did you know that basketball was created by a Canadian? It's true. His name is James Naismith, and he is from a place, here, I'm going to look at my notes. Where is he from? A place called Almont, Ontario. I'm not sure if it still exists, but it's near Ottawa. And he also worked at a university called McGill in Montreal. He was a coach. He was a coach kind of guy. Yes, he was. He was into athletics. And what happened was he was working, where was he working? He was working in, let's just double check that, Springfield, Massachusetts. He was working at a YMCA. Can we tell them when? Yeah. Back in 1891, guys. 1891. That is almost 130 years ago. That's a long time. Yes, it is a very long time. Anyway, so what happened was Mr. Naismith had a class, and they were pretty rowdy, even though they were not little kids in a class, they were big kids in a class and big adults, and he needed to figure out a game to give them something to do inside. And so he created basketball. It started with 2 peach baskets and a soccer ball. That's right, because basketballs didn't actually exist back in 1891. And then there are some cool milestones. So what happened, about 30 years after it was created, in the 1920s, it started to become a professional sport, and people would go out and they would watch basketball. And then what happened in 1936? Do you remember? In 1936, 45 years after he created it, it became an Olympic sport, and everyone loved it. Yes, everybody did seem to love it. So Alicia, that's all for you. We just wanted to share some very cool facts that basketball was created by a Canadian who was working in the United States at a YMCA in Massachusetts back in 1891. And after 30 years later, became a professional sport. And then 45 years after it was invented, it became an Olympic sport. And today we still play it and we love it, and it's amazing. So Canadians from Ontario, we're pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of us are pretty cool. All right, so guys, if you want to find out anything about John Naismith, or not anything, we've put a couple of links in for you and you can take a look at those. I have a joke. I knew you would. We gotta finish with a joke. Always finish with a joke. Okay, Alicia. Alicia, this is for you. Okay, are you ready, Alicia? Here it comes. Why do basketball players, excuse me, how do basketball players stay cool on the court? Do they drink water? They stand by the fans. Okay, Willie, that's pretty funny. Do you have another one? Okay, one more. Okay, one more. One more, guys, and then we'll let you go. What is it? Why aren't basketball players ever invited to dinner? I don't know. They're always dribbling. Oh, Billy. So along with the other links, we have the joke links there if you want to look them up, or if you want to drive your parents crazy and look them up, and then you can tell them the rest of those basketball jokes. There's like many to choose from, and there's many great sites. So if you aren't here live and you're seeing this after, just know that we are starting to upload all of our episodes to our YouTube channel, and our YouTube channel link is in the write-up for today as well. We would love for you guys to come by the YouTube channel and join us and subscribe. Yeah, and see what we got going on there, because there's other stuff there too. It's growing. It's a growing channel. It is a growing channel. And we just love to see you wherever you are, guys. So we want to thank everyone who's swung by, everyone who's come by, and we just want to say welcome to another week. Today was Tuesday and it was fantastic. Tomorrow's Wednesday and we'll be back Thursday. So don't forget, guys, you got to share your love, share your smiles, and share your laughter. And that is how you have a great day. It is. So create an active day and let us know how you do that. And we will give shout outs to people tomorrow as well. We'll talk to you soon, guys. Thanks for coming by. See you tomorrow.